Have you ever paused in front of a mirror just for a moment and wondered, when did I start to change? Your laugh still rings as it always has. Your memories remain vivid, and your spirit is still brimming with life. But after 70, your body begins to tell a new story. Subtle, unannounced changes that weave into your every step, every sleep, every moment you experience the world. They're not loud or sudden, but they're powerful enough to reshape how you live each day. This might make you feel uneasy, but take a moment. This isn't a story of loss. It's about how you can listen and act to live healthier, more confident, and more fulfilled. Today, we'll explore the 7 most important signs of aging that show up whether you're ready or not. Each sign is a gentle reminder, inviting you to care for the body that has carried you through so many years. Imagine regaining your confidence, vitality, and joy through small but meaningful changes. These secrets are waiting for you to uncover, and they could transform how you see the journey ahead. If this resonates with you, please hit the like button, share this video with loved ones, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to never miss our inspiring content. Now let's dive into the first sign. Your balance isn't what it used to be. It comes out of nowhere. A slight wobble when you bend down to pick up your keys, or a need to grab the chair when you stand up too quickly. At first, you might brush it off as just a tired day, a clumsy moment. But then these wobbles happen more often. When you step over a threshold, walk on an uneven path, or simply turn to grab something. Suddenly, tasks that once felt as natural as breathing now demand caution, even hesitation, like when you're climbing a step stool to change a light bulb or descending stairs. Picture George, a 73-year-old man who still loves tending to his small backyard garden. One morning as he stepped onto his porch, his body swayed sharply, forcing him to clutch the railing to steady himself. There was no slip or stumble, just his legs not responding as quickly as they once did. That moment jolted George, making him realize that age was quietly changing how he moved through his familiar world. Where do these changes come from? Scientifically, balance declines due to 3 main factors. First, your inner ear, like a natural compass, loses sensitivity, making it harder to sense your body's position in space. Second, the muscles in your legs and core, like your thighs and abdomen, weaken over time, no longer strong enough to keep you steady during movement. Third, your brain's processing speed slows, making it tougher to adjust your posture when you slip. These are natural parts of aging, but they're not inevitable. Falls are the leading cause of injury for people over 70, from hip fractures to injuries that rob you of independence. A recent study found that over 30% of people over 70 experience at least one fall each year, with many leading to serious consequences, like hospitalization or giving up beloved activities. Beyond the risk of falling, loss of balance signals that your body's systems, nerves, muscles, and brain need attention. If you don't act, you might slowly shrink your world, avoiding joys like morning walks or playing with grandkids. Thankfully, you can improve your balance at any age. Start with simple exercises at home. Stand near your kitchen counter, lift one foot, and hold for 10 seconds, gradually increasing the time as you gain confidence. If it feels challenging, that's a sign to start now. Try walking heel to toe, like on an imaginary tightrope, to sharpen coordination. Tai Chi is a fantastic option, with slow, deliberate movements that boost strength and stability. A Harvard University study found that Tai Chi can reduce fall risk by up to 50% in older adults. Spend 10 to 15 minutes daily, and you'll feel your body regaining confidence. Also, get your vision checked regularly and ensure your home is free of hazards like loose rugs or cluttered cords to lower risks. Balance isn't just about standing steady, it's the foundation of your freedom for afternoon strolls, for moments when you do what you love on your own terms. Care for it today so your body remains a trusted companion on this long journey ahead. Sign 2, your skin changes. Your skin is like a canvas, capturing the seasons of your life, the smiles shared with loved ones, and the days spent under sun and wind. But after 70, that canvas starts to tell its story more vividly. You notice a bruise from just brushing against a table edge, or your skin feels dry, fragile, like paper that tears easily. A small cut on your hand might take weeks to heal, and you feel your skin reacting more to summer's heat or the chill of early mornings. These changes aren't just skin deep. They signal deeper shifts within your body. Scientifically, your skin transforms due to the natural rules of aging. Your body produces less collagen, the protein that acts like scaffolding, keeping skin firm and elastic. The layer of fat beneath your skin, once a protective cushion, thins significantly, making it more prone to injury. Blood vessels under the skin become fragile, easily breaking and causing lingering bruises. Moreover, skin cell turnover slows, meaning new cells don't replace old ones as quickly. In medical terms, this is called dermal atrophy, an unavoidable part of aging. But the key is that skin isn't just about appearance. When it weakens, you're at higher risk for infections, especially from small wounds not properly cared for. Pressure sores, heat rashes, or sensitivity to weather can become bigger issues, denting your confidence in daily activities. A study from the Dermatology Association found that people over 70 face double the risk of skin infections compared to younger adults, simply due to these natural changes. But you're not powerless. You can support your skin with simple habits, starting with a high-quality, fragrance-free moisturizer applied daily, especially right after bathing, to lock in moisture and shield against dryness. Avoid hot showers as they strip away your skin's natural oils, making it more vulnerable. Drink enough water, about 8 glasses daily, depending on your health, to keep your body and skin hydrated. Food plays a big role too. Add vitamin C from oranges, strawberries, or bell peppers to boost collagen production, vitamin E from almonds or avocados to protect skin cells, and omega-3s from salmon, flax seeds, or chia seeds to reduce inflammation and aid repair. Also, choose soft, breathable clothing, like cotton, to minimize friction and irritation. If you're often outdoors, don't skip sunscreen with SPF 30 to guard against UV rays, which speed up aging. Your skin has sheltered you through years of love, challenges, and triumphs. After 70, it asks for a little more tenderness, a touch of patience, a bit of care, to remain a strong ally, helping you face the world with confidence. Sign 3. Your sleep changes, no longer what it was. One night, you wake up earlier than usual, glance at the clock, and see it's only 4 a.m. Gradually, waking up in the middle of the night becomes routine, not once, but 2 or 3 times, sometimes to use the bathroom, sometimes for no clear reason. You toss and turn, trying to reclaim sleep, but when morning comes, you feel sluggish, as if sleep no longer recharges you. You might tell yourself, it's just part of getting older. But behind those restless nights lies a deeper story about how your body's changing. Imagine Margaret, a 77-year-old woman who once prided herself on sleeping soundly through the night. Now she often wakes at 3 a.m., sitting in the dark, listening to the clock tick, waiting for dawn. It's not pain or worry, but her sleep feels like a series of broken fragments, no longer delivering true rest. This leaves Margaret increasingly drained, dimming the joy of mornings she once loved, like reading the paper or chatting with neighbors. Where do these changes come from? After 70, your body produces less melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle, making it harder to stay asleep. Deep sleep stages, where your brain clears toxins and your body repairs, also diminish, reducing sleep quality even if you get 8 hours. Additionally, changes in your kidneys and bladder mean more frequent bathroom trips, especially for men. Factors like chronic pain, medication side effects, like blood pressure or diuretic drugs, or even mild anxieties about health or family can make sleep more elusive. The consequences of poor sleep go beyond tiredness. Studies show that disrupted sleep increases risks of memory decline, depression, heart disease, and even falls due to daytime drowsiness. A National Institutes of Health report found that people over 70 with poor sleep quality face a 1.5 times higher risk of cognitive decline compared to those who sleep well. When your brain doesn't rest fully, it struggles to process information, regulate emotions, and maintain physical balance. This can make you feel like you're losing the sharpness, energy, and joy you once had. But the good news is you can protect your sleep. Set a consistent bedtime and create a relaxing pre-sleep routine, like reading a light book, listening to soothing music, or meditating for 5 minutes. Avoid coffee, tea, or any caffeinated drinks after 2 p.m., as they can linger in your system for up to 8 hours. Keep your bedroom cool, around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, completely dark, and use thick curtains to block streetlights. If you wake up to use the bathroom often, try cutting back on fluids in the evening, but ensure you stay hydrated during the day to avoid dehydration. Most importantly, if sleep doesn't improve after a few weeks, talk to your doctor to check for issues like sleep apnea, sleep disorders, or medication side effects. A small tip: try keeping a sleep journal, noting when you go to bed, wake up, and how you feel to better understand your sleep patterns. Sleep is a precious gift, the place where your body heals and your soul finds peace. Protect it so each morning you wake ready to embrace the day with vitality, clarity, and full-hearted joy. Sign 4. Your appetite and digestion change. One day you sit down at the table, staring at a favorite dish that once made you eager, but the urge to eat seems to have vanished. The food still looks appealing, yet something fails to entice you to take a bite. Eating, once a source of joy, now feels like a task to check off. You might skip breakfast, nibble through lunch, or push your dinner plate aside, telling yourself you don't need as much as you used to. But deep down, you sense something shifting. Not just your taste, but how your body takes in and processes nourishment. These changes show up in many ways. You may feel full faster, even after eating just a little. Dishes that once tasted vibrant now seem bland, lifeless. After meals, you might face bloating, indigestion, or lingering constipation, making eating less enjoyable. These signs aren't just minor inconveniences, they're warnings that your body needs more attention. Scientifically, this decline stems from multiple causes. First, the number of taste buds on your tongue decreases, dulling your ability to savor flavors, making food less appealing. Second, your stomach produces less acid, slowing digestion, so food lingers longer and causes discomfort. Third, nerves in your stomach become more sensitive to fullness signals, making you feel satisfied even if you haven't eaten enough nutrients. Finally, the muscles in your digestive tract weaken, slowing food movement and leading to constipation or bloating. A study from the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that about 20% of people over 70 experience reduced appetite, often linked to serious nutrient deficiencies. These changes aren't just about meals. Eating less can leave your body short on protein, vitamins, and minerals needed to maintain muscles, bones, and energy. This can lead to unintended weight loss, muscle loss, a condition called sarcopenia, and persistent fatigue, making it hard to enjoy activities like gardening, playing with grandkids, or even short walks. Poor nutrition also affects memory, mood, and immunity, raising the risk of illness. If left unchecked, this cycle can make you feel like your vitality is slipping away, as if the joy of family dinners is now just a memory. But you don't have to accept this as an inevitable part of aging. You can rediscover the joy of eating with small, effective changes. Try splitting meals into smaller portions, eating 5 to 6 times a day instead of 3 large meals to ease your stomach's workload. Prioritize protein-rich foods like eggs, beans, fish, or lean meat to maintain muscle and strength. Add natural spices like basil, garlic, or lemon to spark your taste buds without relying on excess salt. Eating in natural light, like near a window or on a porch, can help regulate your body's rhythms and boost appetite. A Cornell University study found that natural light improves mood and stimulates eating in older adults. If possible, dine with family or friends. Conversation and connection can make food taste better than you expect. Also, try nutrient-dense, easy-to-digest options like fruit smoothies with yogurt or hearty soups. If you feel discomfort after eating, check with your doctor to rule out underlying issues like acid reflux or enzyme deficiencies. Nutrition isn't just fuel, it's the lifeblood that sustains your strength, clarity, and joy. Make every meal a chance to nourish your body and soul so you can keep living fully in these precious moments. Sign 5. Your grip strength weakens. Have you ever tried to open a jar of jam only to find it more stubborn than you remember? Or felt a grocery bag heavier than usual, or accidentally dropped a favorite book to the floor? These moments aren't just inconveniences. They're signs that the strength in your hands is quietly fading. Your hands, once powerful enough to lift, fix, or embrace loved ones, may now hesitate at the simplest tasks, leaving you wondering if you're losing something bigger. Imagine James, a 75-year-old man who took pride in fixing bikes for the neighborhood kids. One morning, as he tried to tighten a small bolt, his hand lacked the strength, and the wrench slipped from his grip. It wasn't distraction, but simply his fingers no longer responding as they once did. That moment didn't just sadden James. It made him feel he was losing a part of himself, the part that was once strong and dependable. Where does this decline come from? Scientifically, it's tied to muscle loss, sarcopenia, where the muscles in your hands and forearms diminish with age. Nerves controlling fine movements like holding a pen or turning a key become less responsive, reducing dexterity. Additionally, blood flow to your hands decreases, making muscles weaker and more prone to fatigue. A study from the Journal of Gerontology found that grip strength is one of the best predictors of overall health and longevity in older adults. Those with weaker grips often face higher risks of physical decline. The impact of weaker grip strength goes beyond struggling with jar lids. It affects your independence, from dressing yourself to cooking or maintaining your home. As your hands weaken, you might avoid cherished tasks like knitting, painting, or writing letters, feeling disconnected from joys that once shaped your life. Moreover, weak grip strength signals broader muscle loss, increasing risks of falls or difficulty recovering from injuries. But the good news is you can rebuild this strength. Start with simple exercises. Squeeze a rubber ball or tennis ball 10 to 15 times daily per hand, gradually increasing as you grow stronger. Lift light objects like a can of soup or a small water bottle to train forearm muscles. Stretch your fingers wide, hold for a few seconds, then release to improve flexibility. If you enjoy creative activities, try crafting or playing a simple instrument like a ukulele to strengthen hands while sparking joy. A Johns Hopkins Medical School study found that simple hand exercises can boost grip strength by up to 20% in just 8 weeks. Also, ensure your diet includes enough protein from eggs, fish, or beans to support muscle health. If you feel pain or stiffness in your hands, consult a doctor to rule out arthritis or other issues. Your hands have built precious memories, from holding loved ones to creating works of your own. Strengthen them again to keep holding on to what you cherish and the life you want to live. Sign 6. You feel the world drifting away. It creeps in slowly, like a melody fading into silence. Your phone rings less often, invitations to gatherings dwindle, and weeks pass without a knock at the door. You might tell yourself people are busy, that life changes, that this is normal. But deep inside, you feel an emptiness, a quiet distance between you and the world out there. This isolation isn't always obvious. You may still be surrounded by familiar faces, neighbors, family, or healthcare workers, yet feel like no one truly sees you. Coffee shop chats, group walks, or shared meals become distant memories. Scientifically, this disconnection has clear causes. As you age, friends may pass away, family gets caught up with work or children, and reduced mobility makes going out harder. A University of California study found that over 40% of people over 70 report frequent loneliness. And this isn't just an emotional issue. Loneliness triggers a biological stress response, similar to pain or hunger, raising risks of heart disease, depression, and cognitive decline. Researchers even found that prolonged loneliness can increase early mortality risk as much as smoking. The consequences of isolation go beyond sadness. It can lead you to withdraw from life, declining opportunities to connect, and losing a sense of belonging. Loneliness doesn't always show through tears. Sometimes it's just silence, your thoughts echoing without response. But you can change this. Start small. Call an old friend, even for a brief catch-up. Write a letter or send a text to family, sharing a happy memory. Join a local community group, a book club, senior yoga class, or volunteer program. A study from the American Psychological Association found that just 15 minutes of social interaction daily, like chatting with a cashier or neighbor, can boost oxytocin, reducing stress and lifting mood. If getting out is tough, Try online platforms like discussion forums or Zoom classes. You don't need a crowd. One listener can lighten your heart. Connection is the breath of life. Nurture it to not just exist, but truly live with joy and belonging in these precious years. Sign 7. The reflection in the mirror feels unfamiliar. In a fleeting moment, washing your hands, brushing your hair, or glancing in the mirror, you pause. For a second you wonder, is this really me? The face staring back seems redrawn by time. Looser skin, deeper wrinkles, a slightly stooped posture, as if a different version of you has appeared. It's not vanity or judgment, just a strange feeling, as if the outer image no longer matches the person you feel inside. Picture Clara, a 76-year-old woman, once a beloved schoolteacher. One evening, preparing for a family gathering, she looked in the mirror and froze. Her bright eyes were still there, but the features had shifted, etched by time. It wasn't regret for youth, but a sense of meeting a familiar stranger, prompting her to ask, "Where did I go? Where does this change come from?" Neuroscience explains that our brains hold on to a self-image from younger years, often from our 30s or 40s. When you look in the mirror, the current image clashes with that memory, creating a hazy, almost surreal feeling. Additionally, aging reduces skin firmness, softens facial muscles, and alters posture due to weaker bones or muscles, all contributing to the difference you see. This feeling isn't just about appearance. It touches your identity. It can bring a quiet grief, a subtle sense of loss, as if you're drifting from yourself. But it also opens a door to deeper self-acceptance. A Stanford University study found that older adults who embrace their current appearance have more positive moods and lower risks of depression. Start by facing the mirror with kindness. Smile at yourself daily, not for any reason other than you deserve it. Create small rituals like lighting a candle while brushing your hair or applying makeup to turn this moment into an act of care. Place an old photo near the mirror, not to compare, but to remind yourself that both versions, past and present, are part of your incredible journey. If acceptance feels hard, try journaling about what you're proud of in yourself, from big achievements to small moments like making someone smile. You haven't vanished. You're evolving into a wiser, more resilient version, carrying stories only you can tell. Love the person in the mirror, for that's you. Someone who's overcome countless challenges and still stands here, radiant in your own way. We've journeyed through 7 signs of aging, from unsteady steps, skin telling time's story, fragile sleep, fading appetite, weakening grip, distance from the world, to a reflection that feels unfamiliar. Each sign is a whisper, not to frighten you, but to invite you to listen to your body with tenderness and awareness. These changes aren't endings. They're opportunities to adapt, care, and live more fully in these precious years. Even now, you have the power to wake each morning with purpose, rest in peace, and connect with those who warm your heart. Your life is a book still being written, each new chapter carrying wisdom, gratitude, and the ability to create joy. Start with the smallest steps: a hand exercise, a meal with loved ones, a smile in the mirror, and you'll see them make a profound difference. Please share in the comments, what in this video touched you most, or what change have you noticed in your own journey? We'd love to hear your story. Also, let us know your suggestions to improve our future videos, helping you live better every day. If this video inspired you, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell to receive more uplifting guidance. Thank you for joining us, and remember, you're not on this journey alone. We're right here with you.